Hello, today's date is November 1st, 2018. For today's video source inspection, we're going to be filming a fully refurbished 870S model spin rinser dryer. We have 102 controllers installed on the tool. Inside, we have a Cytec rotor, a 4-inch rotor with a full boat of wafers, air purging into the bowl. We're ready to rock in the top head. In the bottom head, we have another Cytec stock rotor. We have an empty cassette because that's the balance of the rotor. Let me get more lined up here. Air is purging into the bowl. We are ready to start a cycle. I want to share information about my customer, but not their name because it's Cytec policy to keep our customers private. The customer is located in the Santa Barbara area. The purchase order for this refurbishment is 4500003197. Okay, before we get started, our recipe today, we're going to do a 60-second rinse, a 10-second purge, a 90-second dry 1, followed by a 210-second dry 2. I'm going to start by getting the heads going. I'm going to discuss our refurbishment process, our spare parts and service support, as well as equipment we supply outside of the spin rinser dryer. So I'm going to go ahead and set down my job folder. I'm going to hit start. I'm going to try to get them going at the exact same time. Let's begin. Okay, we are in our rinse. Every SRD that's sent into Cytec for refurbishment goes through the same extensive refurbishment process. First, we take the SRDs and break them down to the component level. From here, this is where we chemically clean and electropolish all metal parts, as well as inspect and test all individual parts for function. Once the tool is broken down to the component level, then we build it up from the ground up into full head assemblies. Okay, we have about 20 seconds left in our rinse. When the rinse is complete, we'll ramp up in RPMs and get to our purge for 10 seconds. Once we build the SRDs back up, we then place them into our dry quality control. This is where we test the SRD for function without installing facilities. And we are in our purge now. So we are going to ramp up to 1800 RPMs. And we're going to go straight into our dry 1. Okay, so you're going to see we're slinging as much water off the wafers as possible. This is why we're doing the high RPM dry 1. You're going to see the water kind of moving off of the window here if we get a closer look. This is how you know that the SRD is doing its job. When we get to dry 2, that's when we'll slow back down to 500 RPMs and let the heating elements do the work to completely dry the wafers. Now I've discussed our dry quality control. The next step in our process is to put the tools through wet quality control. This is where the head assemblies will be fully tested with facilities installed. Once the spin rinser dryers pass our wet test, that's when we place the tools into the final configuration, which you see today. This customer elected to send in the entire double stack. Some customers will send in bare head assemblies. They'll send in heads without the poly. We have poly in this case, so this is the final configuration. This is how it's going to be installed in our customer's fab. So in addition to filming a video source inspection in our final test, we also perform burn-in testing. This is where we run 50 process recipes at various RPMs and speeds to get the equipment fully prepared for installation in our customers' fabs. All right, 1 second and we're into our dry 2. We're going to ramp down to 500 RPM and we have a few minutes here. I want to discuss our spare parts and service support at Cytec. To view our offerings for spare parts and service, please visit our website, www.cytecprocess.com. If you'd rather give us a call and talk to a sales expert to know exactly what you need, please give us a call at 916-797-9000. If you're on the West Coast, my name is Matt Gifford one more time, and my direct extension is 2204. You can place an RFQ at our website or email us direct at sales@cytecprocess.com. In regards to spare parts and service, we supply 100% of the spare parts for spin rinser dryers, and we also perform all repair services necessary. In addition to our refurbishments, we repair the larger components. We rebalance rotors, we repair motors, we repair every single controller model, whether you have an analog controller for an ST rinser dryer, a 101 or 102 on an S or an F model. Individual parts that we supply, I'll name some: windows, door seals, ACR valves, solenoid valves, pressure switches, door switches, tach sensors, rotor stop positioners, and anything else you could think of on your tool. If you need a part, SciTech can replace it. As you can see, we are the worldwide leader in spare parts and service. Alright, so we have about 2 minutes left in our dry 2. We're hanging right around 500 RPMs. If you're within 4 RPM, your motor is calibrated and your tool is running perfectly. Our customer's going to be very happy with the tool. Okay, so I'm going to list off some of the equipment that we could supply outside of spin rinser dryers. The front end wafer fab can use our support in more areas than just rinser dryers. Some of the equipment that we supply includes box washers, including the HTC 8010, 8020, and 8030. Mass cleaners, including the K&S and Ultra T models. YES ovens. We also service and supply pumps. We can repair or provide IDI, Cybor, or Millipore pumps. We can provide barrel ashers and etchers, a variety of metrology equipment such as profilometers, ellipsometers, and resistivity. There are more we can also supply if you ask or view our catalog. And we also supply a variety of microscopes. As you can see, SciTech is your one-stop shop for front-end fab equipment. Okay, we're still running smooth. We have just over 40 seconds left in our cycle. There's something I want to show you. We have a lot of tools in final test today. I'm just going to show you the controller. This A70S is eligible for an upgrade. If we could zoom in over here just so you can see our Slick Device controller. The Slick Device, we have the S1 for the S models. We also have an F1 for F models. This controller has qualities such as N2 purge saving. This can help customers save costs on their N2. We have anti-static monitoring, the ability to individually test components, as well as data logging and more. Okay, back to our double stack. The rotor is ramping down, but it's not safe to open the door yet. We need the RSP to fire into the 12 o'clock position like on this top head, then the door seal to release the air. You might not have heard it, I did. Safe to open the door. The door seal just released on our bottom head, so this is also safe to open. Starting from the top, we want to have warm N2 purging into the bowl, and we have it. More importantly, wafers are completely dry. And if you get a little closer, you can also see that we have residual droplets of water. This is what we want. If you have a bone-dry bowl, you're more likely to drive up particle counts. So the top head is fine. Let's move on to the bottom. I feel warm nitrogen purging into the bowl. We don't have wafers, but we have a dry, empty cassette. And we have residual droplets of water. This will conclude our video source inspection for today. If you want to see more of what SciTech can offer, please visit our website, www.scitechprocess.com. If you want to talk to one of our sales experts, our phone number is 916-797-9000. If you're on the West Coast, my extension is 2204. And please feel free to submit a formal RFQ if you know what you need through our website, or email us direct. Our email address is sales@scitechprocess.com. Thank you for watching.